We don't get to have this year back. I wish we did. Okay, it'd be a lot different if we did. All right? But I know what we need to do to get it fixed. Okay, there's no doubt in my mind, I know what we need to do to get this fixed. Okay, and we will get it fixed. So, this team that's coming back after this year, we're going to have a hell of a football team. So get ready. Okay, you guys get ready because we're fixing to be hell to deal with. Okay, and again, it starts with me. Okay, I got some stuff I got to do better. All right, but we're going to do something special here with this group. All right, we're going to learn from our mistakes this year. We're going to make sure it doesn't happen again. Okay, because we're getting ready to go to work. Love you guys. Proud of you. I'd go to war with you the rest of your life, man. I'm telling you, and I'm not any different. Every single coach do the same thing. We'll go to war with this group any day of the year. Love you guys, okay? Appreciate you seniors and what you meant to me and to this program. All right? All right, let's get a family on three. 1, 2, 3, family!
Being a Horned Frog evokes two thoughts. Being 90% complete means you are halfway there. The story of TCU is still being written. Therefore, what you do matters. Not only are you preserving history, you are writing it at the same time.
To me, what it means to be a frog is always preparing like you have something to prove. We've always had something to prove around here anyway. Having a chip on your shoulder, and when the cleats touch the grass, go as hard as we can, and always had that underdog mentality.
When you're a fighter, man, like that's just what you are. Some people, you know, they're born strong or brave, and then other people are just born with this like hot blood.
They're all gonna talk. They're gonna say, we're what, 10th in the conference right now? Really don't care about that, because at the end of the day, everybody in this building knows what we got. What it means to me to be a frog is, bro, man, you're gonna have integrity, be president of the place that you are right now, be grateful for what you are right now, give back to your community. Man, we got to band together. I think about all the guys that come before us. There's been guys coming before us for the last 100 years. They're proud of this place and they're proud to be a TCU Horned Frog. And I think we owe it to ourselves, to those guys, to the school, to the city of Fort Worth, to uphold that tradition and to show up every single day, do everything that we can do to be the best football team we can be this year. We got an opportunity this year to make history. It hadn't been done since 1938, and that's the opportunity we had to do.
The ultimate compliment is being elected a captain by your team.
It means a lot. Shoot, it make me feel like a couple people look up to me and expect me to take that role that I need to take.
It means a lot. I was pretty emotional. Just being voted captain, like, I don't know. I just try to lead by example and be the best I can be every day. And if I'm the best I can be, it's always been good enough. So just having my teammates recognize that and put me on that pedestal, give me an opportunity to lead in the community and, you know, showcase what TCU football players are supposed to be. It's an incredible honor.
Being voted team captain actually means a lot to me because I feel like that's how my peers feel about me. That I have captain characteristics, and that feels absolutely amazing to know that my peers feel like that, especially my teammates.
It means the world to me. I've been here at TCU for a long time, and I've seen the good and the bad, and this place is like home to me. And the opinions of all the people that work here, the coaches and the players, it means a lot to me. So knowing that my teammates think that highly of me, I mean, it's my best athletic achievement I've ever had.
It just means a lot to me. It's a dream come true for me, and I just feel fortunate to be able to represent the team in that way. And I feel obligated to do what I need to do to keep our team, on track and say the things I need to say and do what I'm supposed to do to be that leader for our team and be the captain that they elected.
You know, we're all really good friends. I mean, we all play together for the most part. I mean, Johnny, we've been playing together for 3 years. Me, Chase Curtis, 5 years. Bud Clark, 5 years. Savion, 5 years. Josh, I'm his roommate, so we're together all the time.
Yeah, Brent's awesome. He works so hard at snapping, and he's just one of those guys that's so important to our team, and he's probably undervalued in so many ways.
Brent's been here since my freshman year, honestly, like probably a year or two before my freshman year. But ever since I came in, he's been like just a high-profile guy.
If you ask me, I don't care about if he was a long snapper or not. Brent is a hell of a leader. He deserved. I voted for him. That's why I wanted to be a leader. So if he didn't get the leader, I was gonna be shocked. He's a hell of a leader. He deserved that captain, that C on his chest. So yeah.
You know, it means a lot to be elected as a team captain, just because it shows that the work I've been putting into my leadership to the young guys, to the rest of the team, is impactful, and that they understand that I'm here to win some games and to lead them into it.
Through fall camp, it was definitely tougher this year just with Coach Johnny Hodges talk all the time.
So I play the Mike linebacker. I think that gives me a vocal role. Like, I gotta set the front, get people lined up, care about more than just my job. Really be communicative, and obviously just play hard and lead by example. I think the Mike always has to just be flying around bashing skulls. Johnny, that's my boy. I call him Johnny Boy because, that's my boy type deal. But same thing about Johnny. He actually leads us, help us. Like, if I don't know a call, he'll help me with a call. Like, having Johnny is a great role, honestly.
I would just say it's a whole bunch of tough blue-collar guys. If I had to say one thing, every time ever going up against the defense, it's iron sharpens iron. It's a whole bunch of tough guys over there. And I know on our offensive line, we got a whole bunch of tough guys. Our quarterback's tough. All of our receivers are tough. So just a tough group of guys.
Yeah, I think Buzz, he's a special ability to, obviously he's always keeping it lighthearted, like outside of practice and when we're just hanging out around here. But when you see him on the field, he really focuses up, and I think that's hard to find sometimes when guys can really flip that switch, and he can always turn it on and off real quick, which is really cool to see. And so he's one of those guys that when he's out there, he's focused and he's flying around and doing what he's supposed to do, and then he can immediately cut up and laugh and do all that. So I think it's pretty special. Bud's just a special guy.
Yeah, that's such a vital role to being a football player. You can't be the same person on the field as you are off the field, because when you're on the field, you're putting your body in harm's way. Like, you're risking your health, your well-being. You're running full speed into really big dudes. So you have to bring a different kind of mindset, a different kind of effort, attitude when you're padded up and strapped in. But when you're off the field, you can't act like that because you lose your mind. Like, you got to be a different person on the field, completely locked in, incensed, ready to put your body in harm's way. And then when you're off the field, you gotta figure out how to calm down, be your normal self, who you are. And Bud is a terrific example of that, because he's so fun and energetic off the field, and he is on the field too. But there's levels. Like, there's levels to this game. So it's definitely something that all football players have to learn how to do, how to flip that switch.
Hoover is he's a great guy. He's a guy you can talk to, joke around with, but he's also a really serious guy when you're on the field. And I got asked that question like a week ago, and he's someone I've trusted more than anyone I've ever played with. When he's back there, I'm never worried about a single thing. I'm just focused on what I'm doing, because I know he's going to get the job done. And I can't thank Hoover enough, and it's been really fun playing with him.
Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Let's get right.
Yeah, I could go all the way back to when he was a freshman. Seeing him, me and my buddy Carter Ware, he played on the team a couple years ago. We walked in, and he was a little chubby kid coming into his first spring, and we're like, who is this guy? Well, kind of rolls around, we see him playing football, we're like, this dude has some talent with his arm, like there's something special about him. And
I wasn't always viewed as a guy that maybe was going to be the starter someday or something like that, but in my mind I always felt like
at the end of last year, into this offseason, he just totally took another step in a different direction about leadership, being vocal, showing everybody how to work. Pushing people to be
working just as hard as him and just moving up and getting the whole team to surround him to make not just himself better, but the team better.
Just trying to make people feel special. I try to make everyone feel like they're noticed, no matter what their role is, and I think everyone has a role in this team. And guys like Josh Newton and D. Winters and Dylan Horton, like those guys made me feel special, and it showed that they appreciate the way I was working on the scout team. So I try to appreciate guys in that same way that the older guys appreciated me my freshman year.
Me and Hoover are tight. I mean, that's my dog. Shoot, he's the only person I say, like, ask me how my wife and how my daughter doing, and shoot, that's really it. Like, but outside of him just doing that, I mean, shoot, he's ever since Hoover became quarterback last season, he came to me that Iowa State game, and he told me, like, from this point on, it's just like you finna touch the ball. So ever since then, I mean, me and Hoover just had a real good connection. So yeah, that's my dog though. Too much to say about that.
Yeah, Savion is, I love that guy to death. I mean, I'd run through a door for him, and I love the way that he works, and you know, he's honestly a different person than he was a year ago today. I mean, the way he practices right now and the way he shows up every day with the maturity that he has, it's a great example to our team, and I think it's making a big difference in the receiver room. And he's setting the standard for how you're supposed to practice and how you're supposed to take care of your body, and he's just being a pro in every aspect, you know. So I love that guy to death, and I think he's gonna have a great season. He's an unbelievable dad and husband, and he's just so mature, you know, beyond his years. So I couldn't say enough good things about Savion, and really glad he's on our team.
I think that what makes this year's team different is kind of like what I was saying. I feel a big brotherhood with this team, and I think that through the offseason and through spring ball and summer workouts and fall camp, I think you can really tell that people are buying into each other and believing in each other that we can do this and that anything's possible if we just trust each other.
The quote you guys have seen, it's on the, it's headed out of the locker room in the tunnel in there and a little bit around the building. And it's, for me, it's a quote that kind of epitomizes really what TCU is about, okay? And it's fight until hell freezes over and then fight them on the ice. Okay, and that's a famous coach back at TCU. He used to say that, Dutch Meyer, that was his thing that he said all the time. Okay, and that was kind of what made TCU different and special. Was when you played those guys, they weren't very good. Okay, there were some bad years at TCU, but they were going to show up. Okay, they always showed up. And then guess what? They kept showing up. They kept showing up. They kept showing up. They got a little bit better. They got a little bit better. They got a little bit better. All of a sudden, these teams at TCU that hadn't won in 30 years started winning, okay? And it was because they kept fighting. And so that was a big thing for me. You know, I was across town over at SMU. I wanted to come to TCU because I knew how important football was to this university. It means everything to this place, okay? And I've been places where it means nothing. You guys are really, really, really important to the TCU people. I'm just telling you. They love you guys, they respect you, they support you, they show up, they give money, they do everything that they can do to help you guys. And it's way different than most places. Okay, way different than any place I've heard. All right? So that was what drew me here, was that fighting spirit. Okay, and it's always existed, and it's something that I think that we need to take a lot of pride in. Okay? And that's the deal, all right? To explain the quote, hell doesn't freeze over very often, okay? But when it does, it ices up, which is hard to do in hell, hard for it to ice up because it's hot. But you know what? We don't get to chill what happens, we just keep fighting. And that's what that whole thing is, okay? Doesn't matter what happens, doesn't matter if we're behind, ahead, doesn't matter what the situation is, doesn't matter the circumstance, doesn't matter how I feel, how you feel, doesn't matter, okay? What matters is we keep fighting. All right, and if we will do that as a team this year, you're going to love the outcome. Believe me, you're going to love the outcome. All right, so that's what we got to do. That's got to be our thing. Fight until hell freezes over. Fight them on the ice. Okay, we ain't ever giving up no matter what. All right, that's what we do as Horn Farm. That's the way it works. All right. Anybody got any questions? All right, family on three. 1, 2, 3.